Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. How are y'all doing, Gamer Nation? SKS here, an amazing sweater supporting my Louisville Cardinals because it's the holiday season and I wanted to bring some joy and cheer your way. I just also wanted to thank you all for everything you've done this year. I know that it's not quite New Year's yet, and I will see you all on the Twitch streams before New Year's night, but it's been a great year. You all have been there through thick and thin for me and my family, and I have no way to tell you thank you for that. But it's been a long, tremendous road with my mom and her back and her leg and her arm now and everything that she's going through. And you all have been just super understanding about how certain nights that we were supposed to stream that we just had to step aside and family had to come first and real life drama and issues and stuff got in the way. And you all just you were just tremendously supportive about that, and I wouldn't ask for another group of people to be my subs and my followers and the people that encourage me to do this. I mean, I tell the story every year and it's the truth. I was in a rough time of my life, a rough patch, and I started let's playing and putting up crappy YouTube videos, which I continue the tradition of to this day, of putting up crappy material. And it somehow got me out of that funk, and other people have got on the train with me, and we're just keeping on going down the track. And I'm very appreciative of that. And the fruits of our labors have really started to show. I mean, in YouTube, we're approaching 7,000 subs. I think we're going to hit that early this next year. In Twitch, we have over 1,000 followers. We're approaching 30 subs on that. I'm affiliate status now. Hopefully, we'll be a partner soon. We've got to get those. We get some rookie numbers right now. We got to get that average viewership up to around 70. So I think we're on the path to that once. And I'll get to my goals for 2018 here in a minute. But I think once we stabilize and have a normal stream time that's a little bit more regular, I think we'll be okay with that. I mean, it's just been 2017 has been one of the roughest years of my life dealing with family and stuff, and it's beat me up a lot. I think it's took a couple years off my life. I'm really hoping that 2018 is going to be a much happier, more peaceful, more blissful, just relaxed type of year. I hope I can get back to my roots as a YouTuber and a streamer, because I've really, over the past, not just this year, but over the last few years, have just went radically crazy and lost a lot of what put me into this in the first place. And in 2018, we've got to, I said that so awkward. In 2018, I've got to really go back to my roots and focus on what makes me SKS. No, it's not named after the gun. We've been through that a gazillion times. Maybe someday I'll do like a drive, and if we hit the goals of the drive, I'll tell you all what the name comes from. And I think I've told you before, so if you paid attention, some of you may know. And I know that some of you that have donated before know my real name, and it's maybe close to that, but it's not the full story. So there's always that piece that you just don't know. But let's talk about. I got 3 or 4 goals for 2018. I won't take up much of your time. I know it's the holidays. I know you're with your families. I know you're opening up new stuff, or you're downloading games from Steam, and you're just having a blast with that. So I don't want to take any more time than I have to. I'm only at 4 minutes, so that's pretty good. Every time I say, "Oh, this is going to be a quick 5-minute video," I turn it into like 15. But 2018, what's SKS look like? SKS is going back to being more simple. I'm going to hit the 3 S's. SKS with its 3 S's. We're going to play strategy games. We're going to play simulation games. And I had to add this one because we had such a blast streaming it. I'm going to add the 3rd S. We're going to have strategy, simulation, and sports. And I know you're like, oh God, SKS is going to start doing all these weird sports games. No, baseball is in. We had a blast playing baseball. I think that people really, really enjoyed that. This doesn't mean I'm going to sit here and just buy every sports game that comes out and start playing it. No, that's ridiculous. But I do think that one turned into one. It's up there with Oregon Trail, where it was nice seeing the viewers, especially Twitch subs, get in there and be part of the game. So And with Super Mega Baseball 2 coming out in early 2018, I think that we'll have an amazing time with that as well. That game was just one of the few that even when it got harder and harder and harder, I could sit down and play it, and I enjoyed playing it with you all. So that's our big thing. That's me getting back to my roots. We all know the strategy and simulation games are the big ones. Your colonization. When Grimmeth suggested that, and I played it, I could have went on and just played that like every night. But then it's like that has triggered something in me where I've went back and downloaded a lot of my like Industry Giant 2 and Sid Meier's Railroads and Railroad Tycoons and all these games that just like I love to play. And I want to bring those, and it's like, you know what, I think we're comfortable enough on Twitch and YouTube where I can go back to those, where even if I play it and I'm sitting there working my butt off and we still lose in the end, it's the journey that's more interesting than just always win. And I think playing Colonization, where there was that fear of losing, but it made it worth it, that triggered in me, and you know, and I got to thank Grimmeth for that, because he's always pushed for Colonization, and then, you know, Captain Pete keeps pushing for Civil War Generals 2, and I've thought about it, and I keep getting closer and closer, and it's just like, maybe I'm gonna say maybe on that, but you know, that's the three big. We're gonna hit the S's: strategy, simulation, and sports. Speaking of YouTube, I'm gonna try to pick up the quality, and I say this every year because I think it's something that you have to grow. I got to spend more time editing. I am the world's worst for recording something and ship it. You know, put a sticker on it, upload it, live. I need to spend some more time, especially with some of the other features they've added with YouTube, where you can put end cards and you know, introductions and things like that. I think that would just help people navigate the channel a little bit better. I know YouTube seems to be, it's under a lot of pressure this last year, so we don't know exactly what YouTube's going to look like in 2018. There's a lot of people jumping over to Twitch, which we have as well, and that's one of the things I think I'm going to really start working on. And I think Reaver was the one who said it one night. He's like, you just got to start jumping on Twitch and start streaming a game that you want to play, and then put it on YouTube. And I was always like, that's kind of awkward, you know? It's just like, I like to plan stuff out, and it's just like, he's right. There's a lot of times I'm playing a game and I'm having a lot of fun with it, but I'm not sharing it with anybody. And so I've got to work on when we stream something. And I really felt bad when we were doing Sid Meier's Pirates, when I had to go out of town for my mom's other surgery, when she fell, that I didn't get to edit that. And it broke my heart because I lost the whole first chunk of that adventure that we all had. So there's a lot of people who just watch YouTube who missed out on that. And I've got to get better about editing and uploading stuff from Twitch to YouTube so people could see it. It's just, for some reason, it's just really hard for me to find time to get into Twitch and edit stuff and highlight it, then export. I don't know why. It sounds like it's the biggest, stupidest excuse in the world, but it's just, that's just me. It's one of my flaws of trying to get on Twitch. Or I'll open like a window and I'll have it open and I'm like, oh, I need to do this, and then it sits there for like 3 or 4 days. I don't know. I've got to get better at that. So that's on my list. I've got it hung up here on my wall, here in my living room, you know, where I'm just coming to you. This is where all your donations go. I buy stuff like this. Those kids on the wall over there, those are not mine. I just bought them. That's going to be cut up. That's bad. But anyway, so I think that's like the basis of what I want to accomplish, is get back to our roots. Strategy, simulation, the sports, you know, that sporadic sports thing out there. Work on the quality on YouTube that's going up. I need to become a little bit more professional on a lot of avenues. And I'm not just talking family friendly. Family friendly is going to hit whether we want or not. When we stream stuff, we got a little bit more looser cut leash, but for YouTube, it's got to be somewhat professional. And you know, if YouTube gets to the point where it's not helping anybody, then maybe there's a time to step away from YouTube. But I really don't want to do that because that's kind of where I started. And I want to keep both of them going, and I think that we easily can do that in this day and age. The future, the year 2018, which will be, what, 6 days, 7 days away from when you all view this. But anyway, strategy, simulation, sports, better quality to YouTube, the editing, and making sure I get stuff from Twitch over to YouTube, which I think there's a way that I can give people access to just edit and highlight stuff on Twitch. I'm going to have to research that because there's a couple of you that I wouldn't mind giving you access to that. I just need to see how much access you all get. And if you know anything about that, leave a link below or contact me on Discord. Just let me know something. But other than that, I mean, I think that's, that's what we're going for. I'm trying to keep it simple. I think we're on a great path. I'm still enjoying streaming. I'm enjoying putting stuff up on YouTube. I enjoy the interactions. I know if you're on Discord, I flood you with crap every day. Sometimes I just like to start stuff, but it's just because I enjoy talking with you all and I enjoy the banner coming back and forth. If you're not part of Discord, get a hold of me on Steam or at one of our things, and I'll send you a code so you can get on there. Follow me on Twitter at SKS Plays. Obviously, you're hopefully subscribed to me on YouTube. If you've not made one of the streams, come out and see us. Usually we stream at the end of the week. I'm still doing classes going into 2018, so I think this next term, my Mondays and my Wednesdays will be full. So I'll probably still stick with that Thursday, Friday, Saturday streaming, and then Sunday's the bonus night. I would like to do Tuesday, but usually I keep Tuesday open just in case I have homework and stuff, and I've got to knock that out. But I've got 4 classes left. I'm doing 2 in the first term in the summer, and then the last 2 and my portfolio presentation heading into summer. And then if I want to get letters after my name, I have to do 2 extra classes. And that's just a little bit of where I am in my personal life. I don't know why I included it on this video, but that's what I'm working on. I mean, I have a loaded plate. Like I said, 2017 starting around August, or no, not August, probably April, May, when I started doing the first few classes. I'm working on my EDS degree, which is Educational Specialist, Principalship, all that stuff. And you're supposed to do like 1 class and do it over the course of like 2.5 years. And I'm just like, nope. And I'm doing 2 classes at a time, 4 classes per term. And just trying to knock it out as fast as I can because that's just the type of person I am. So my life is crunched in. It's streaming, it's YouTubing, it's doing classes, it's working, it's traveling for work, it's dealing with family. I'm doing everything. I just don't stop. There's something wrong with me. Please help. Anyway, I've went long enough. See, I did it again. I'm like, oh, I'm going to take away like 6-7 minutes, and we're at 13 something. But anyway, seriously, to end this off on a high note, Merry Christmas to everybody. God bless you all. Thank you so much. You all, seriously, I'm not just saying this to say this. When I walk into this room and I turn these lights on that are super bright and I get ready to stream, you all are the reason I do that, because it makes me happy that maybe you get something out of it. Even if it's just to listen to me blundering, talk, and stutter and all that stuff. I mean, that's just, as long as that's there, then, that makes it worth it. So if I don't see you, if you don't come to the streams, have a happy new year. Be careful. Be safe out there. I don't want anything bad to happen to anybody. If you're going to party, stay where you're at. There's no sense getting out on the roads. If you're not going to party and you're going to stay in, well, go safe on your computer. As always, thanks for watching. God bless. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. I will see you all next time. Good night, everybody.